This team is not quite what it used to be, but perhaps that's not a bad thing considering this team choked at every possible turn. Now, the last draft for us didn't go that well. Free agency went horribly for us as we lost some key players, mainly linebackers, Miles Jack, Ricky Sparks, and of course lost a member of the O-line. We still have a pretty solid team, though. This team should still do well. It really should. Dawson at quarterback, who, yes, is kind of the reason why we can't afford anybody else because it's a $41 million hit. But we still have Spencer and Sheffield, Harry, Pemberton, and Crosby. The O-line is still strong. Minor's there. Yoder's in there now, so it's still not that bad. I mean, Landry, Young, and Roman are there. We did move some people around, though, to try and get the best overalls that we possibly could. We still have an X-Factor tight end in Gerard Baldwin. I don't even know when the hell he went X-Factor. He's the 4th-rated tight end in the league with a max security and is 1 point away from unlocking an ability. That should happen this season. The big question here is what the hell happens defensively, right? Now, we are running a 3-4 this season. The D-line still with Hill, Tuck, and Kirby, very, very good. You look at our corners. Godfrey's there. We still have Ivy. Actually, I do want to move up Monroe over Ivy for the sake of the developments. McBath is still there as well. Safeties of Reggie Choice and Wynn. That's still strong. It's just the linebackers. And it's time for Wakefield to prove his worth. And we're going to see what Jacobs can do, even though he was a bust of a pick in terms of developments. And indeed, Morris Kirby starting out on the left. If we are in a 3-4, he'll also, he'll switch over to the middle, and then that way Vance can play a little bit more. Vance is terrible in the middle. So it's down to Wakefield, Kirby, Jacobs, and Vance for linebackers. So, yeah, there's a decent chance we make a trade this season if our defense just doesn't take off. We also have Marciano as a kicker, who I believe was a free agent, and J.K. Scott is still our punter. Yeah, this guy was a free agent, which, again, last year, the lack of a top-notch kicker was certainly a problem. Now, I'm going to move. I don't really want to risk Crosby, but I feel like having Monroe and Crosby in those better roles will work out quite a bit. Just because I'm worried about player development for Crosby. You know what? We're going to risk it. We're going to risk it. So this team is set. I hope to God we have as good of a season as we probably should still, as we do lose to Seattle. Again, we're going to handle the regular season as we've been handling it, focusing mainly on progression. Now, Jared Davis improves. He was just a random depth signing that we have. He's up to a 74. But the good news here is that we do have 2 first-round picks. So if we need to go out and make something happen, we can. The bad news is we don't have much in terms of available fundage, and that could prove to be a very big issue and is ultimately not making me second-guess my decision to pay our quarterback $40 million because it is necessary. There's a good chance he'll be the best quarterback in the league by the end of this season. But man, without winning, it's tough to pay someone that amount of money. Now, we do pick up an injury before the season begins. It is Sammy Kirby on the D-line. Lovely. We'll be without him for a couple of weeks, so that is already a major loss. The good thing is Kai Minor improves on the O-line. He's up to a 77. Intrigued to see what his dev pattern ultimately is. 21 years old, so you know he's going to end up being a great option for us. And Connor Wakefield improves. We're just going to make him better as a run stopper to get him up to a 76. But we drafted him a couple of years ago as well. Or a couple of years ago. We drafted him last year. Didn't get too much of a chance. It's his time to shine now that we've had those departures from our linebackers. So we start our season off against Miami. We have a 10 overall point edge. No doubt that we should still do incredibly well this season. Let's see how we do, though. Starting the season off down in Miami, 24-10 victory. Decent way to start. Very, very good. And we got some upgrade points. Harvey Pemberton is going to be going up to an 82 overall. Just going to focus on what he does best to get the overall up there. Then a 23-year-old superstar out of Clemson, Morris Kirby, improves. He's up to an 80. So not too bad there. Solomon Crosby improves as well. Actually, I'm going to make him better as a slot option to get him the scheme fit. Now, the reason I'm doing that, I'll show you in a second, is because I'm not exactly focusing, and this was an idea thrown out in the comments, I'm not exactly focusing on the best scheme fit. Defensively, I'm pretty sure we are still running the best scheme for this team. The alternative is that we run the 4-6 defense, which is not a good idea. So we are going to be running the 3-4, but offensively, we've went with the air raid. It's only a 40% as opposed to a 63 on the vertical power run, but I just want to see what the hell happens and if that's going to help a little bit more. Maybe that is, with this team, we're not focusing on the development of too many players. Maybe that is what we need. But I'm trying anything I can to make sure that this team performs as they should. We take on the Chargers and sneak away with a victory, 21-20. So we're 2-0 on the year already. Dupree is just our random third back. So all in all, not too bad. Couple of close wins, but close wins nonetheless. Every other team in the division is already 0-2. So we're off to a pretty damn good start. Now, no doubt here, we need to focus on linebackers. Although, I'll scout tight ends first. That's fine. We're going to have plenty of time to focus on what we need to focus on. Not the worst thing in the world to scout a tight end. Honestly, not the worst thing in the world to scout quarterbacks this season either, and I think that we will, just because we could save some money long term. There is not going to be a true number one tight end here, is there? I'm going to take a look at the guys in the third round. That's about it. Jeffrey Holtz, Louisville. Not bad, 6'6", decent route runner, good hands. You know what? I'm going to stick with this. I'm totally going to regret this decision to ultimately waste these points, but I want to know. So we will find out. That is the game plan. Now, in terms of contracts here that we can renegotiate, oh boy. Lionel Hill. And we have just about $40 million in space. That's not too bad, but Lionel wants a pretty damn big offer. I got no choice but to try and keep him. Will he sign that? He wants more salary. Jesus Christ. Coco Ivy. His deal is also up. Oh my god. Whew. 7 mil, huh? Boy, let's hold off on that for the moment, because some of these demands are getting just a little bit pricey. And the good thing is we can start putting points into retention. And it looked like we had more than one corner that was up. So DB resign influence is already maxed. Oh, good, then we're screwed. Oh, good. Then we're screwed. Let's go. D-line resign's already there. O-line resign's already there. Jesus Christ. Let's go. I guess. God, that would have been nice, but apparently it's not even going to help that much. Let's go tight end resign. Rather than one of the major ones, let's just focus on some of these lower end ones that could save us a little bit more money down the road. There we go. So, save some money elsewhere, with the exception of our big players. And we'll hold off on renegotiating. So we take on the 2-0 Broncos. Someone will be handed their first loss of the season. Josh Lentz, their quarterback, has first one free as an X factor. Let's see if we can keep this undefeated season going, or if it's going to end early, and it's still going. 28-24. We've had close games, but we are 3-0 to begin this new season as the dog makes her presence felt. Jump cut. A jump cut over. Parrish win. You're going to be made better as a hybrid. I don't remember what the hell we were talking about. It's fine. It's all good. Parrish win improves. Probably talking about the fact that we're doing pretty well. Record's pretty solid. Josh Vance up to a 74. The more these linebackers can continue to improve, the better. And then Jack Jacobs. You got a long way to go to not be a disappointment to me, buddy. That draft, particularly that first round, could have gone so much better. Now, of course, we do have the breakout trait. We'll look at that last. Let's go back to scouting. I'm stubborn. I want to see what's left with the tight end options. And then again, linebacker is going to be a pretty big focus for us. Brent Bush isn't bad. Jeffrey Holt could be a decent little pickup, though. So next up, if there's not a quarterback scout, we'll be going to linebackers. But if there is a QB scout, it's worth looking. So let's see. There's a wide receiver specialist. No quarterback specialist. So Clint Kelly will be brought up. We still need to scout quarterbacks, though. So I think we'll get that done anyway, just in case. It's worth looking if we think there's a guy that could be something special to move on from our quarterback, just because we are being crushed by the amount of money that he makes. That's just the only way to put it. And Dion Beal looks like he's going to be the only guy worth going after. Yeah, Chris Hicks fell apart too. And then you never really find late round Brady's, do you? Do ya? But yeah, Dion Beal might be the guy. That'll be one of the questions. Oh my God, Devontae Birch is going to be ridiculous. That'll be one of the questions heading into this next season, and it really does depend on what happens. And that is, do we move on from a certain quarterback? So Lionel Hill wants a big-time contract that honestly I am afraid to sign him to. I'm afraid to sign some of these guys to some of these contracts. Like Lionel Hill is going to be really good, but I think I want your guys' opinion on what the hell to do here. So the good thing is, yes, that X factor is Jack Jacobs. Very good. So hold them to less than 250 yards or get Jacobs a tackle for loss or a sack. That is more than doable. More than doable. So let's jump into this game against the Lions. We have a massive edge here, as you would really expect. I mean, again, I know we're not as highly rated as we were, but we still absolutely have the advantage over the vast majority of teams in the league. So as long as we can get Jacobs this improvement, I think we'll be okay, probably. Potentially. Maybe. Let's take it as she goes. Let's see what we can do here. Hopefully the defense can show up. Otherwise, we're going to have to make sure Jacobs gets that fumble, interception, tackle for loss, or quarterback sack on our own as we start things off with a field goal. Decent. 10-0, 10-3, and 17-3. A late score before the half. We are looking good. Pemberton with a touchdown. Pemberton with another touchdown. Harvey Pemberton, have yourself a day. We're going to move on towards the fourth as we are up 24-3. And I mean, in terms of shutting down the Lions and not giving them yardage, it looks like that's just as likely. Will Grier only has 77 yards on the day. As in general, they only have 158 yards of offense. So as long as our defense shows up, we're fine. Or we can see if a certain linebacker, my God, Dawson's amazing. Or we can see if a certain linebacker has accomplished his goal. Tackle for loss? No. Sack? No. Interception? No. And I'm going to guess fumble? No. Okay. So we do have to keep a very close eye on the yardage, which sucks. I might have to cheese this challenge a little bit. Let's go change of possession here, and we shut them down. Perfect. I might have to play this a little bit. I think I might. I think I'm going to play this a little bit, and we're going to see what we can do to shut this game down and waste as much time off the clock as humanly possible. Damn it. You know, I had a bad feeling about that, but I trusted Taylor Spencer to be able to get the inside lane, and he didn't, and it's okay because Jack Jacobs just intercepted it, and this challenge is over. Are you kidding me? All right, well, that's good news then. Let's make sure that's official, shall we? Defensive, interceptions, Good to go. Challenge over. Just as we drew it up. So let's sim to the end of this game where we ultimately dominated 29-3. Always nice to complete a challenge as you drew it up. Now, Lionel Hill has a skill point. I am horrified to make him better because he might then ask for more money, but he's asking for a shitload of money regardless. It's not really going to help. The 24-year-old up to an 82, and Miles McBath, the corner, is up to a 77. So again, quite a few decisions to make in terms of how we want to spend this money. I mean, the problem is we really can't afford to pay everyone what they deserve, what they deserve to be paid for, or paid in general. So Jack Jacobs improves, which is tremendous news. It didn't say anything about him getting better. Wait, what the hell did he even just say? He better improve or I'm adding it because clearly it happened. So I better see the upgrade here in our bye week. Wait, did he not improve? Did I just completely misread that? Wasn't he like, yeah, that's the performance you wanted? What the hell just happened? Did he not get credit for it? It said an interception, didn't it? He better improve or I'm manually adding it. I won't do it right now. But in terms of thinking about going with a different quarterback and in terms of improving one of our linebackers, I feel like I just got screwed out of that, and those will be decisions that'll it'll be in your control. Jameson not looking too bad. And the C+ is kind of the death knell for linebackers for need. Dominique Huggins not doing all that poorly, so pretty quiet bye week since we're going to hold on to some of the fundage. We are 4-0. Sammy Kirby is back, which is great. I think I said it was Morris Kirby last time. As we get ready to take on the Jets, wide receiver Chris Edwards is up to a 76. So excited to see what he can continue to do. The 6'6 rookie, who, I mean, really, you probably could make him a tight end. We'll see what happens. I hope he continues to develop as well. So back to the scouting. We'll take a look at linebackers again. Unless I just completely misread it, we know Jack got screwed out of that upgrade, which is weird and dumb. And I guess I read it too quickly, but I could have sworn it. So like, oh yeah, good to go. That's the performance. Did they just change the way those work? And I didn't see the patch notes or something. I feel like that is very much a possibility. For how, oh God, for how much of a month that I've had, really. So let's see what happens here. Kirby's back. We're 4-0. We're going to sim this game against the Jets. Still not worried about contract re-signings. That's the three decisions. Quarterback, linebacker upgrade, and do we pay people? As we get another breakout moment. We crushed the Jets 34-10. We're up to 5-0 this season, so that air raid offense is paying dividends. As Taylor Spencer makes it up to an 82 overall. Very, very good for the 23-year-old superstar. Kyle Hale is up to a 78. Not quite a scheme fit, though. So that's good. And Kai Minor makes it up to a 78. Love the red gloves, Kai. It's a great look. The 21-year-old star rookie. Very, very good. So we'll be taking on the 3-0 Bills. Before that, of course, back to scouting middle linebackers, in which there were a lot of A's. Oh my God, Covington could be great too, or not. Jesus. Well, this went from very promising to very, very disappointing outside of Daquan Leonard. Maybe not the best group of linebackers to have to focus on, which sucks. Limited options then, obviously, in terms of who we can focus and how patient we could be in the draft in terms of trading up. Now, help a player upgrade his dev trait. That is Hill on defense. That's going to be Lionel Hill on the D-line. Hold on to 75 rushing yards or get Hill 2 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles, 2 tackles for loss, or 2 sacks. So Lionel Hill is the focus, our second breakout player of this season. We will, have a massive advantage here again, which is nice. And we'll see what happens here. But yeah, I still feel like we got totally screwed against Jack there, which is garbage, unless it was 250 yards and an interception, but it's never that. It's either the yardage or the individual player effort. So, yeah. Not great. Not great. Not ideal. But like I said, we'll make the decision on that. What the hell we should do with our quarterback, who the hell we're paying, and we'll see what happens with Lionel Hill here. Talk about making it more difficult to not pay the man a boatload of money. I'm pretty sure we're going to have to rely on the individual effort as opposed to the team-based performance with their whole 75 yards rushing. It's a close game, but we have a 17-9 lead at the half. Good stuff so far. Make it 20-9, 20-12 as we head to the fourth quarter. So quickly here, Mr. Hill. What's the situation? They have 83 yards rushing, so it's down to Lionel Hill himself to make this happen. In terms of tackles for loss, we don't have a single one. He does have a sack, though, which is phrasing. But if Lionel Hill gets a sack in the fourth quarter, we're golden. So that is the game plan. We'll see what the offense can do. They march down the field and pick up a touchdown. Ends up being a 10-yard pass to N'Keal Harry. Let's see what we can do here. And you know what? Oh, engage 8 might be the way to do it. Heavy blitzing. Heavy blitzing. And we'll hope Lionel Hill can be the guy and that I can be awake enough to not allow that exact thing to happen. Had to cover the middle and give him that option. But we are just going to keep throwing pressure at Josh Allen. And hopefully I can do a good enough job here at safety to not allow a ton of yardage. There we go. Got that quick throw. Haven't been able to get to him yet, though, which sucks. And the obvious thing here, though, is that they're going to be throwing. So we'll go with the edge blitz. We won't send as many. Let's see what we can do with Reggie. Come on, Lionel. You know you can get there. Oh, that's unfortunate. Actually, it's not, though, really. We need our defense out there. So I don't hate this, but Lionel, we need you to make this happen. Please, I'm going to trust the AI to get it done instead of me controlling him. Okay, that works. Second down. The unfortunate thing is they are very much in throw the ball territory. See what we can do here with Reggie. Whew, I almost botched it. That was weird. I told him to strafe and he just started standing still. That was a nightmare. Let's do the same thing. Get the edge blitz going. Everyone's covered. Let's give him a little bit of space and let's see what we can do with Lionel here on the weak side. Oh, but you catch that. You catch that, though. You don't let that just hit you in the arm, you nerd. Ah, boy. Would we have had better luck getting this with Lionel had we just simmed? That's the question. Lionel, we really need this here, bud. We really need this. And I tried like hell to intercept that, but that's okay. That's okay. Oh, God. Send 8 again. Come on. Lionel, I believe in you. Just going to watch over here with Reggie, and we should be okay. Perfect. I mean, we're getting the pressure to him. He's not completing that many passes, but, yeah, we are struggling to accomplish the goal here for one Lionel Hill. Let's stack this side. I needed an extra half a second. They'll probably settle for the field goal. I don't feel all that confident in getting Lionel what we need to get him. Don't feel all that confident, but as long as we win the game, I don't really care. Again, improving Lionel Hill to superstar would be, I should not have done that, but it keeps the offense out there and gives us another chance. I couldn't help myself. I couldn't help myself. I had to run into him. So that's cool. You get the first down, and I get another chance to pick up a sack here. So that's good news to me. Let's just keep blitzing the ever-loving shit out of you. I don't want 3-4 odd. Bear works. Bear works. Or you can pick a play for me. That's cool. That's cool, too. Lionel, I really need you to do something here, bud. Really gonna need you to do something here, friendo. Or not, as everyone misses their tackles, and that was the worst case scenario. Right. Right. That quick little counter just ripped us to shreds. Oh, God, I might just have to leave it up to chance that Lionel can do this. 3 minutes. I'm going for it. Damn it, I'm going for it. You know what? Fine. Put your fucking hand down, Breakfast Club. Let's go with the edge blitz. Come on, Lionel. You need to do this. You need to do this, Lionel. You need to. Lionel, you're not being given a chance to. Oh, boy. Just keep sending the pressure, and it'll all work out, I'm sure. I hope. It really needs to. Yeah, it should be fine. That is super unfortunate. Like that, you know, the interception I threw in the last game, sure. That was just unfortunate. Edge blitz again. Easy for me to say. Come on, Kirby boy. Kirby boy, Kirby boy. Uh-oh. That is not who I thought. I didn't expect it to change me to Monroe. That's great. We're going to fail this. Why couldn't you? Why couldn't you just do what you had to do, Lionel? Why couldn't you just do what you had to do? Now it's down to this. And that's just a nightmare, and nobody wants this. I just want to get you that upgrade and end this episode on a high note, dog. That's all I want. You know what? No, Clinton. Oh, fuck. We're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Just fucking go with Clinton. Go with Clinton. Go with a winner. Please drop it. Don't drop it. I have to normally hope for bumbles. I can't. This is so unfortunate. Just run with Clinton again. Oh. Well, I thought that was a touchdown for sure. Again, I still don't want us to lose. But the important thing here is Lionel Hill. Come on. Come on, Lionel. Oh my God, somebody sucks. Somebody's not great at man coverage. That's what we just learned. That's what we just learned. Lionel, come on. I needed an extra half a second and I would have had him. Half a second. I can't get to Josh Allen. He's so friggin' slippery. No, we got a sack. It just wasn't with Lionel. Clinton Tuck gets to him. Clock's ticking. Come on, Lionel. Come on. Come on. Win it, Lionel. You gotta be fucking me. Really, Coco? Really? First career touchdown reception. You're gonna get shredded like that. Are you kidding me? That is disgraceful. I tried to control Lionel. I tried to let the AI control him, and it just wasn't happening. And we give up the 2-point conversion. It's a 3-point game with 20 seconds left. At this point, we just have to hope that we hold on to win, which I guess we will. And we do. 30-27. Would have been a much more convincing win. Ultimately, though, Lionel Hill's not going to get the upgrade that he should have. Although, who's to say? When things do happen, I don't get the upgrades unless I forgot how to read. And when things don't happen, I don't know, maybe I should get the upgrades. It's opposite day. Who's to say it's not opposite day? On December 12th, 2019. It's opposite day. It's kind of like how out of nowhere people are like, oh, it's pancake day. It's like, no, it's not, man. It's Tuesday. Can't just decide it's pancake day. Okay, it's not pancake day, but it's freaking cream of wheat soup Tuesday. It's like, sure, man. Whatever you say. Gerard Baldwin's now an X Factor, which is tremendous news for everybody involved because, yeah, trading for him was a very good idea. Well, he was an X Factor before. Now he got Slot-O-Matic unlocked. And Dudley Mayo at DT finally improves. He never really improved at all, which sucks, but that's okay. So, overall, questions heading into the next episode. What do we do with Lionel Hill? Not really. We just won't give him the upgrade. It's fine, no matter how much I want to. What do we do with our linebacker, Mr. Jacobs? Because he definitely deserves the upgrade. And the question is, how many overall points does he go up? 1 or 2, along with the dev pattern increase, because he was screwed. I'd argue 75 star is fair. What do we look to do quarterback-wise? I mean, we are 6-0. Can't really justify trading a quarterback. But maybe at the draft, if things go poorly. And what do we do with some of these big contracts? Like, do we just view this as our last year and then deal with the damage as much as we can of losing players for nothing? Let me know what you think. I'll see you in the next one. Drop a like on the video. And hopefully that 6-0 is a sign of things to come.